So, got a few tanks in today. Yesterday. I got the Moonshot, I got the new ceramic tug tank, and I got the new Vaporesso, what's it called? The Gemini tank. But today, we're going to talk about this little boy right here, the Moonshot. So, let's go. So let's start out with vape. I am using this on a Piglet VCM box, series box. I have a dual 6 wrap of 32/26 fused Clapton and 3mm coil. So she does. Series box, fresh charge batteries. Outstanding vape. Let's have another one. So the Moonshot. When I first saw this tank, I was really excited about it because of the size. Because you guys can see, she's pretty small. I mean, it only holds a couple of mils of juice. And I like shorty tanks. It's something I've been a fan of for a long time. I think it's kind of a style of tank that I'll enjoy using for a while. And so with a tank, it's all about, can you get a big enough build in there to have enough cotton and big enough juice channels so that you're feeding that cotton to vape at higher wattages. Now, people say that you can vape this thing as high as 200 watts. I don't know. And that kind of leads me to some problems that I'm having with it. Now, I've heard some complaints on that it's really difficult to build. For me, I didn't think it was that difficult to build. It was a little, and there's tons of build tutorials on this thing out there, so I'm not going to do one. It wasn't that hard to build. It was a little tricky, because of the way the deck is built, it was a little tricky to get the wires kind of in there and then bend the coil up. But, I mean, if you're proficient in building coils, it's nothing you should have any trouble with. Wicking was super simple. I pulled the cotton through and I actually pushed the cap down and trimmed around like some other videos suggested, and then kind of tucked what was left up in there. I am using a Scottish roll light on here, and it's wicking fantastic. I mean, on this series box, it's wicking fantastic. The flavor's nice because the chimney is just right down on the coil. I mean, you're literally talking about less than probably maybe 3/4 of an inch from the mouthpiece to the coil. As far as the airflow, I'm going to be honest, I actually could use a little more for a tank like this. Had a little juice spit up on me there. I could use a little more airflow in this, and I know it's not the build. I've got my cotton and my wicks kind of pushed off, so there's no. Oh, I've got nothing to cause a restriction down in the coil. So personally, I could use a little more airflow, but that is not my main complaint. My main complaint is that I cannot get this thing to work on a lot of devices. And this is an easily remedied thing. Just to give you guys an idea of how it works. I don't know if I could do it from there. But the build deck pushes down into this little section. And this little copper post, or brass post, copper post, well, I don't know, copper or brass, I can't tell what it is. It's like it doesn't push down far enough to make contact with a lot of things I've tried it on. I've tried it on my DNA 200 Rouleau, and it will not make contact. And the Rouleau, there's no, it's just a spring loaded. So now this is just my experience. I cannot get this to work on my Rouleau. I'm kind of disappointed in that. I cannot get this to work on my Piglet also. I'm not my Piglet, my Noisy Cricket, which is what I wanted to use it for, a super small device with a super small tank. That was really what I wanted to use this on. Because the center pin on the Piglet is adjustable up, I had to turn it up quite a bit in order to be able to get it to work on here. And that's my main bitch, is that that center pin, they need to have that center pin adjustable. Other than that, it's a really solid vape. It's for me, it was easy to build. I think for any other proficient coil builder, I think it's an easy build. It was easy to wick. It was easy to. There was no worried about stuffing cotton down in the channels. You just kind of pull your cotton through each side. You push the cap down on there, and you trim around the base, and then you kind of lift it up just a little and tuck what's the little excess in, and you're set to go. So wicking was super simple. It was a very easy build. But that bottom post, that's a rough one for me. I'm gonna try to maybe figure out, I don't know, kind of what I can do here, and if there's any suggestions, please do leave something down in the comments. I'm a little disappointed in that, especially on that noisy cricket, because that's really what I wanted to use this on. But other than that, this Moonshot is performing great on the things that I'm using it on. I also used it on a vape forward stout. Looked really good on there, but I wanted more than 100 watts. So that's where I pushed over to the Piglet here. So my advice to Segelei: make that center post adjustable so that we don't run into these problems. It could be mine. I don't know. Others may not have this issue. But, man, that's pretty well I got about the Moonshot. There's not a whole lot more to say. I could use some more airflow, and I could use a little more an adjustable center pin. So, it's pretty well it on this. Pretty quick, simple, and easy on it. It's a gorgeous tank. It performs phenomenal. The vapor's great. The flavor's great. It's it's just a really sexy tank. I mean, it's just a fucking gorgeous tank. As far as the cosmetics of it, I'd say it's probably the best looking tank out there. So yeah, we're going to do the Gemini next, and then we're going to talk about the tug, because I'm going to tell you what, that tug is fucking amazing. So, it's Jamie J.C. West. Tune in tonight on the Nomad Show. We are supposed to, if all works out, have a high-level official from Kasai on tonight. We're going to be talking about vape advocacy, and some more about the things that have happened in Indiana and other places in the country. And so that's what I got. We'll see you again next time. I know later today, this is going to be a threefer. Have a good one.